Here we are, we're back, and we have a really big episode today. The biggest episode yet. There's only been 3, I get it, so it's not a high bar to pass, but still, we have a big one because today we need to get diamonds. Not only are we going to get some diamonds, we're going to get, hopefully, a whole lot of them. We're very early game right now, and you can actually get diamonds probably within a few hours of starting, couple hours of starting pretty easily if you wanted to. We took a little bit longer because I wanted to show you guys some other stuff first, but this is a llama. It must have been a wandering trader somewhere, but anyways, we'll go over him at another time. We've delayed just a touch because I wanted to show you guys some other stuff first, but now it is time. And we're gonna get some supplies together so we can do a branch mine, because there's 2 real ways that you can go get diamonds, and I have my preferred method. You may have a different one if you like, that's okay. But the other method, the one that we're not going to do right now, is the caving method. The caving method is to, I mean, we could just go down here and explore whatever caves happen to be down here. That looks like a deep dark area. That's a little scary. But the big problem with exploring the caves is it requires you to find a good cave. I don't know if that one down there is good or not. It might be. And then once you finish exploring that cave, then you have to go find another cave. It also requires you to do all of the exploring, which can be fun. You have to see exposed diamonds, which aren't always easy to spot, especially if it's dark. And you have to navigate a lot of hostile mobs, which isn't necessarily always fun, especially if you're not good at fighting. I'm pretty good at fighting, but I don't want to have to play Where's Waldo with creepers, hoping they don't find me to blow me up. So we're going to do the branch mining method, and there is a really good way to do it. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to get some supplies. You're going to want to get, let's see, where is it? A couple of stacks of wood. You're going to want to bring a stack of coal. Do I not have a stack of coal? We have 48 coal. That's going to have to do, I think. You're going to want to bring 2 buckets of water. We have 1 right now. And scoop, here's bucket number 2. And you're going to want to have a few iron picks with you. We have 1 here. We're going to actually probably go through that just digging down. We have 1 there. I imagine we're probably going to want to have maybe 2 more. So we'll make those. If we end up with an extra pick, it's not the end of the world. We will end up using it at some point. You're also going to want to have some iron shovels. You don't need a lot there. I think what we have there will be fine. And we need an axe. I do think my most recent one broke, so we'll bring this with us too. Anything else that we don't need, we probably just want to put it away. I don't really need the bed down here. We're going to be underground. Everything else in my inventory should be fine. Make sure you bring yourself plenty of food too, like a half stack at least of food. If you're going to be down here a while, should be okay. And now what we're going to do is we're going to dig straight down. Digging straight down is the smartest thing you could do in Minecraft if you do it the right way. Always dig when you're in the middle of 2 blocks, because see, what we can do is we can dig down and we're safe. We were not going to fall down. I guarantee you at some point while doing this, we will probably find ourselves some type of a cave. Also, probably not a bad idea just to put some torches down here too. Just make it a little bit easier to see as we go down. Now, once you start getting low enough down in the world, we're around like Y level 7 or so. And I should probably talk about coordinates a little bit here. We have 3 coordinates up on the top left-hand side of our screen. We have -14 over 3. That's our X position in the world. We have 6. That's our Y position in the world, which is your vertical position. And an 875, which is our Z position, which is going this way and this way. So basically, as you move around, those numbers are going to go up and down. They're your guiding compass to finding things a lot of times in Minecraft, whether it be using an external outside of Minecraft like tool, or whether it be you marking things or writing down notes about things of your own world and being able to find those things again. Also, though, it's a source for knowing where to find and get certain things in your world when it comes to going down in your world or up in your world. In our case, we're digging down to Y level -54. -54 is where we're going to be looking for diamonds. I'll explain that in a little bit. The bottom of the world is -64, and the very top of the world, you have a build limit up high too, is 320. So your world goes all the way from 320 at the top to -64 at the very bottom of it. Deep slate you find starting at about Y level 6 or so, and it will then continue all the way down to Y level -64, and the stone will start to disappear over the next few blocks that we mine out, and we will no longer be seeing just regular stone anymore, and we will only be seeing deep slate, tuff, and gravel, as well as a bunch of different ores that we're going to find too. Also, you'll notice that once you get to this level, deep slate mines incredibly slow. We will have ways to mine deep slate a lot faster in the not too distant future, but for this episode, unfortunately, the struggle is going to be real. Also, looks like we came across some iron here. We're going to go ahead and mine that up because we need extra iron for maybe potentially making some extra pickaxes. And wow, we dug straight down into an ancient city. We're not going to go over ancient cities today, nor do we have to actually worry about this one. Blue Jay actually told me that he had raided an ancient city down below where I am anyways, so this is not great for us. I'm gonna put a water bucket right here. This is a really cool way to get up and down kind of easily. You would not want to do this in a regular ancient city because you're probably going to trigger the warden who's going to come kill you, but I just happen to know that we're safe in this one because Blue Jay's already been in here. It does look like though this ancient city may possibly mess with us in some way, shape, or form. Let's see. I'm going to see about breaking these. Okay. We keep going down. I'm afraid there's other mobs in here. It looks like we can continue like digging down to Y level -54. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're just going to continue down. Okay, here we go. We're going to put our ladder on the side we didn't put our torches on. So if ladder's going to be here, I want to be able to dig out this way. This right here is one of our first ores down here we found. This is redstone. Redstone ore block gives you redstone dust. We're not going to go over redstone dust and everything to do with redstone right now, but just know that redstone is pretty amazing and we are going to want to have lots of that in the future. Now I'm going to do a couple things here. I'm going to build myself a little landing spot that is 1, 2, 3 blocks long. I'm going to put water right here. We need a spot for a crafting table. Let's go ahead and make one of those. Plop it right here. And then we're going to need to get ourselves a lot of sticks because we need a lot of ladders. So I'm going to maybe craft a couple stacks of planks and then see how many ladders this gets me. Craft that down into sticks and see how many ladders this gets me. Not enough to get all the way up. We'll probably have to do that one more time. And then now I'm just going to make myself a ladder going all the way back up. I don't know what to do about this ancient city ultimately. Now, when it comes to this ancient city, I've actually already talked to Blue Jay about it. We may have some special plans for it. Not confirmed yet, so I'm not going to say anything at this very moment. But just know that this ancient city will probably need a little bit better entrance to get in and out of here. But this will do for now while we're just trying to get a little mine shaft going. Oh, also for safety purposes, I'm going to want to block off these sides because we're giving ourselves a fast way down here. You guys will see that in just a couple moments, and having this open will more than likely lead to our death. All right, now that we made it up top, I got rid of all the extra things out of my inventory I don't think I need anymore. We still have a stack of wood on us and a few like other supplies and tools and stuff, but now we get to take the fast way down. We have water down there. We can just fall all the way down into the water and we'll be fine. Yes, that's right. We're okay. I'm going to dig out a small room here. I'm not going to decorate it or do anything with it for right now. We may do something with it in the future, but I think it'd be fun to have a space here to make some sort of a base camp for later. Also, whenever I stream from this world, I tend to like to do long streams of getting diamonds for reasons. So we need enough space to store a lot of this deep slate and a lot of diamonds and other ores and stuff. So I'm just going to carve out that space now. You couldn't ask for any better luck. I'm just finishing clearing out the room right here, which I was starting to even question doing because usually I make the room taller to fit a few more chests in it and for like later decorations. And I've realized that there's no space above us because of the ancient city, and we have diamonds here. I'm not going to mine those out yet. I'm going to leave those there because we have to actually do the diamond mining method here. I need to show you guys everything, and we're going to find our first diamonds or mine our first diamonds that way. Okay, got a little storage pit set up here, and look at that. We found more diamonds right here. We're not going to mine those either. The way that I do these is I just make like a bunch of big chests for materials that I find, and then I make small chests for like the ores that I find. So like valuable stuff goes in the small chests. The like blocks go in the big chests, more or less. And usually I'll try to like organize them to some extent. That way they, or that way I can like easily go in and figure out what's what and pull it out if I need it. Eventually it'll all make its way to a storage system up top. Now though, we need to use, I guess we'll craft the rest of these. We're gonna make a few trapdoors. We don't need a lot. We're also going to make some sticks and then make some more torches. That way we have plenty of torches. I am also almost out of iron pickaxes. We may need a few of those. So I'm just gonna craft 2 more of these for now. And I think that'll do us. And everything else we should be good to go on. And now we can actually make ourselves a tunnel. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go just straight down the middle right here. And I'm gonna start out by making a 1 wide by 2 tall tunnel, just a few blocks deep. Eventually we'll make this a lot longer, but for now we only need it to be a few blocks deep. And there's a reason why we're down here, Y level -54. The lower you go in the world, the more likely diamonds are to generate. Now, like we said earlier, you could technically keep going down a little bit further. Like if I were to like staircase down here, we would, after a few blocks, start to see bedrock. There it is right there. Bedrock is what's at the bottom of your world. It keeps you from mining out of the bottom of the world. It is an unbreakable block. So if you keep going down a few more blocks, like to right here, like at this level, you will find diamonds more commonly than that level up there. But there's a problem. The problem is lava. Lava lakes like to generate at Y level -53. So if we mine at Y level -54, we will see the lava, but it'll be at our feet. At which point we'll be able to get rid of it with a water bucket. I'll show you that a little bit later. If we were mining any lower, we would be mining into the lava. It's going to flood our tunnel. We basically are forced to abandon that tunnel and go do a different one. And if you get really unlucky with where the lava lakes are, you could end up ruining a lot of tunnels and wasting quite a bit of time. We don't want to do that. Next thing is we want to have a little bit of space between rows that we make. And I'm going to do them in a kind of alternating fashion as well, because it's going to make things a little bit easier. So what we're going to do is we're going to skip 1, 2, and on this first one here, I'm just going to mark the row. We're going to just do a 1 block high row. I'll explain that in a little bit. And then I'm going to mark the next row as well. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. And then that 4th one, we're going to mark that too. We can also do the same on the opposite side, just like this. Okay, now we need to get down in here. We need to crawl. And there's a specific reason that we're going to crawl instead of walking and doing a 2x1 tunnel. We want to do a 1x1 tunnel because every single time we mine a block, we uncover the most amount of surfaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every 1 block we mine, we uncover 5 surfaces. When you mine this way, for every 2 blocks that you mine, you uncover 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 surfaces for every 2 blocks, or if it was 1, it would be 1 to 4. So basically, if we do it this way, it's about 25% faster because we're uncovering 1 more surface per block mined. And now, very simply, we're just going to go in a straight line and we're going to keep going until we see diamonds. You don't have to do this, but if you want to, go ahead and place torches down so you can see, or if you have night vision potions are very useful doing this as well. Ooh, and here is our first ore that we found in our tunnel. This is lapis. Lapis is going to be extremely useful in the very near future. So I'm going to go ahead and collect some of this for now. I'm going to show you a little trick to collecting to where you don't have to get out of your hole. Because if you get out of your hole, you're going to stand up and you're going to have to use another trap door to get back down. So once I finish mining up all the lapis, I'm just going to take blocks that I already have and push those ores back up to me. And now I have all the lapis that we just uncovered in our inventory, which is very nice and very convenient. Anytime I clear out any blocks above me, I'm always going to fill those back in. So again, I don't stand up. If you do end up accidentally standing up, like let's say we accidentally did it right here, now I need to get back down. Well, again, we do have our trapdoors with us, so we can get back down pretty easily. But also pick your trapdoor back up so you don't waste them. That way you don't have to carry a whole bunch of them or you accidentally run out while you're going down your tunnel. I have been very unlucky thus far, but we have come to an opening here, so it gives me an opportunity to show you something. I'm actually just going to pop up here. Hopefully there's no mobs that want to kill me. I don't see any. And we're right beside lava, which is a little dangerous. So we can do a couple things. First of all, I'm going to put a torch down, and then I'm going to put a bucket of water down. Water, when it goes over lava, turns it to obsidian. Obsidian, we can't really use it yet. We can't even mine it up yet because we don't have a diamond pickaxe. You have to have a diamond or higher pickaxe to mine up obsidian, but it'll at least get rid of the lava for now. And you could do one of a couple different things. Once you get up here, you can keep going, but usually when I come across a cave, I'll take a little peek just to see if I get lucky and see any diamonds and hopefully not see many mobs. Oh, look, there's diamonds right there. Okay. And there's a lush cave up here. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to mine these diamonds out. And let's see how many we get. Is it just 1, 2, and 3? We got ourselves 3 diamonds. I'm actually going to stop at 3, although I am curious. I want to look up here. Hopefully we don't get attacked. Okay, this doesn't like open up to anything crazy or big. We're going back down. This is where you want to stop. You want to stop right now when you get 3 diamonds, because 3 diamonds is enough for you to make a diamond pickaxe. And a diamond pickaxe is going to do something very special for us. So once I got topside, that's what I did. I made a diamond pickaxe, which takes 2 sticks and 3 diamonds to craft. Diamond gear is your next step above iron. It gives you a lot more durability, which is how much you can essentially use your gear before it breaks. And then on top of that, diamond tools will break blocks much faster than iron ones do. Now, I don't want to just go use that diamond pickaxe to collect more diamonds and other ores. I want to get our first enchantment on it called Fortune. Fortune 3, which is the highest level of fortune, will give us an average of 2.2 times more of whatever ore we are mining. So not using it would be wasting a whole lot of time and resources. Now, to get Fortune 3, we could do an enchanting table setup, but I'm going to save that for a special project in the next couple of episodes. So instead, we're going to do it by finding a village and getting one of those villagers to trade Fortune 3 with us. I do need to bring some supplies with me to do this though, so I grabbed the sugarcane that I have and bone meal it to make more, and then I plant some leftover around the cave to grow into more for a bigger farm that we're going to do later on. I then craft that into paper, then use the paper and leather to craft books, the books and some planks to craft a bookshelf, and the bookshelf and some slabs to craft a lectern. The lectern is a profession block for the librarian, which can trade us enchanted books, such as Fortune 3. I am also going to bring a lot of wood with me, as wood is great for crafting down into sticks and trading with the Fletcher villager to get some quick, easy emeralds, which emeralds are the currency that villagers mostly accept for trading. Now, I need to find a village. There's 2 good ways I can think of to find a village the natural way. Number 1, get up high, turn up your render distance as high as you can, and look around. I don't really have anywhere to get up high. I did get up on the mountain right there. I can't really see anything from up there. So method number 2 is by water. So we're going to go ahead and make ourselves a boat here, and make sure you remember your coordinates of where your base are. Don't get lost. We know where ours is, negative 1300 and then positive 1000 for the X and the Z. Now I could just go ahead and hop on a boat, and we'll just go out here a little ways, see if we see any villages on shore, or see if we see like a decent hill to get on top of somewhere out here. And we'll just take a look and see if we see a village. I see a village, and I think it's a pretty big one. We see a few roof lines over there. Again, see, I found a pretty big hill. This isn't too far. Our base is like right out that way, so this isn't super far away from us. Hopefully Blue Jay hasn't raided this village. I doubt he would take like all the villagers out or anything like that. He may get 2 just to bring over to his base, so we should be good. Hopefully, I guess we'll find out. Now, once I entered the village, I did end up finding the other crops that we had not yet found. Beetroot, which can be made into red dye, carrots, which can be crafted into golden carrots, and potatoes, which are an easy to get food source. Also, all of these are great for villager trading to get emeralds later in the game. To make this process easier, I first went through and broke all of the different villager profession blocks across the village. We will go over all villager professions at a later time. This does make all the villagers unemployed and allows me to place down the lectern that we brought, which will make 1 villager become a librarian, and then he will come down to the profession block that we placed. I also collected some gravel, which drops flint, so I could make some fletching tables to place down, giving me some fletchers to trade sticks with to get those emeralds that we talked about. And we can just right click the trade to trade it a bunch of times. And now he's been traded out. Basically, as you trade with a villager, he levels up his trades, and eventually he'll run out of stock and he'll restock a little bit later. Again, I'm not going to go over that in detail. We're going to cover villager trading in more detail later. The next thing we're looking for is we want this villager in this slot right here to give us Fortune 3. So all we're going to do is we're gonna break and replace this thing a bunch of different times. There is a trick to do this a little bit easier involving pistons. I don't have any pistons right now though, so unfortunately that's not going. Oh, he just changed to a Fletcher. Okay then. And just to shortcut this, I took out a couple of the fletching tables for now, so we do have our librarian villager back, so I should be able to keep cycling his trades. See, he will continue to update his trades every time I get rid of this bookshelf or this lectern and place it back down. His trades do change because he has different ones to offer there, so we're gonna keep doing that until we get fortune. It may take a little bit longer than I want it to, and I probably, if I can, I will trap him over here, but for now this is the best that we can do. Anybody that's played Minecraft for a while is going to understand this dilemma that I have right now. He's selling mending for 12 emeralds. That's one of the lowest prices that you can get for mending. Oh man, I would love to have mending. Mending allows you to basically heal your like equipment back up so it never breaks, essentially. But we really need fortune, and I only have 2 other adult villagers here that I've seen. Maybe there's more. I could try to find more. The wandering trader, we're not going to talk about him right now. I have a couple of baby villagers that are going to grow up. That'll be good. I really want that mending trade if I can keep it. Hello, adult villagers. Or beds. More beds would be okay. Where are you? Hey, there he is. Oh, this is great. This is so good. I did not plan on doing this, but when you see a good trade like that, you kind of feel compelled to do it. Okay, sir, I want your mending book. Give it to me. Awesome. Okay, this makes me feel really good. Now you need to give us fortune 3. Don't show me anything else that I really want, because it's going to really upset me if I have to do this again. Just fortune, please. Of course he would offer mending for 10. That's okay. We got it for 12. That wasn't that bad of a deal. Okay, this isn't great, but it's not terrible. 20 emeralds for fortune 2. We would need 2 of those. I need only a few more emeralds. There. That gives us enough emeralds. I need 2 books that I do not have on me. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now we are in business. Okay, we got enough iron. We have to make, is it 3 iron blocks? 1, 2, 3, or is it 4? 3 iron blocks, 4 iron ingots will make us an anvil. Let's put our anvil down. I don't know, right here. Anvil goes right there. We're going to combine our 2 books, Fortune 2 and Fortune 2, together to make Fortune 3. We are now going to put our diamond pickaxe in here. We're going to add the highest level enchantment first, Fortune 3, and then we're going to add mending. That does cost us levels. I kind of went a little fast there, but every time you add an enchantment, it does cost levels, which are in the bottom center of the screen. You see I have 9 levels, and then you see an experience bar below that. You pick up experience points for doing various different things, for killing mobs, whether they be passive or hostile, breeding passive mobs, mining certain ores, taking things out of your smelter gives us some XP. You heard the XP sound right there. There's a lot of different things that'll give you XP. I did just have some fun with our new pickaxe, and yeah, I mined out all the coal and really anything that was exposed all through this whole shoreline area, Stony Shores, and boy, do we get a lot. Look at this, all of this copper. We got the regular copper and we compressed it down to copper blocks. Great way to save space while you're mining, by the way. Did the same thing with coal. We got a little bit of iron and some lapis as well from it. Very, very profitable. After using fortune above ground for coal and copper, it was time for me to use it for the big prize, diamonds. First on my list was to use it for the diamonds in our mining room that we made earlier, where I was able to mine up 10 diamond ore blocks and turned those into 30 diamonds, one of which I set aside as our official first diamond outside of what we made our pickaxe with. I then made a second pickaxe so we don't waste the durability on our enchanted one to use for our next activity, which is some more 1x1 hole mining. Now, my efficiency tip here for you is use your pickaxe until the durability on it, which is the little bar below the pickaxe on your hotbar, gets down to about 50%. Then you'll want to mine over to the right by 4 blocks and then start mining your way back the direction that you came. This saves you time because you're not just walking back down a branch you already mined out, giving you a chance to find many more diamonds and other resources en route back to your main branch of your mine. Okay, next thing I want to show you here is some of the why in terms of why we do things, or I do things the way that I do. First of all, when you find diamonds, they can be found anywhere from a single diamond ore, just pretend this is a diamond ore for me, up to about 10. And usually they'll be shaped like this. You'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you'll have 8 like that. And then if you find the maximum size, you'll have 2 more that are just poking off of any one of the sides. Typically though, you're gonna find them in groups of 8 or less like this. Now, the reason why I decide to separate out like this, I'm gonna do a little example right here on the edge. I'm gonna mine out these 4 blocks, and let's pretend as though we're mining down one of these paths. So if I'm going down one of these paths and I see diamonds right here, I'm gonna go and mine them out, right? And usually they're either going to be 1 or 2 blocks deep, which means I would mine out all of these diamonds, right? I would gather them and then I would continue mining down my path. When I then go over to make my next path and I'm going down and traveling, I am still mostly uncovering all brand new blocks. It's just, to me, the most efficient way that I have personally found that I like to spread them out, because I'm likely to come across new blocks as I go down, newly uncovered blocks, as opposed to blocks that I've already mined out or mined beside. Remember when I said that these guys can come usually in as large as a group of 8, sometimes a little bit bigger? Well, sometimes they're not always going to be connected. You may have a layout like this where you have blocks here and blocks here. You mine out these 2, not knowing that there's 2 more or others somewhere else. So anytime you find a single or 2, go ahead and just kind of mine out around it a little bit just to make sure you're not missing hidden diamonds. Now, normally what I would do, I'm not going to do it right now, but normally what I would do is I would go through, I would now place another trapdoor right here. And then I would, well, first I would probably face it the right direction, face it this way, so it goes up and down there. And then I would go across with a new pickaxe. I'd go make a new pickaxe, then go across this way until my pickaxe gets halfway, then take a right, go over the 1, 2, 3, 4, and I would come out right here at this hole eventually as well. I did run across a problem though. I triggered a shrieker while going that way, not that far, which means there's a shrieker somewhere up in this ancient city that was not taken care of. I'm gonna have to take that out, otherwise my half of my tunnels aren't going to be useful at all, at least not until we get much further down. So yeah, but let's see what we got. So what we got is we got 54 diamonds. We got quite a lot of redstone dust, not a ton, but a decent amount. A lot of lapis, which is going to be useful very soon. Some gold, which we haven't gone over yet. And then a little bit of iron, not a whole lot, but we did get a lot of supplies. This is one of the reasons I like doing this, is you get a lot of deep slate, which is an amazing looking block to build with. Also, in 1.21, we can make tough blocks as well. We're going to go over those and make some of those a little bit later too. But for now, just collecting a little bit of tough for that is a great idea as well. As far as this episode is concerned, though, I think we're all done here. Hopefully you found some good and useful tips here when it comes to getting diamonds in the very early game. I think we did pretty good. We have, what do we have? We have a lot of diamonds. We have 54 plus 22 here, and I'm saving that 1 diamond on the side. You know what? I guess before we end, shouldn't we just go ahead and do this and this and this and this and even this? And now we can gear up. And we are in full diamond gear, and we have all of our initial iron gear all right here. Maybe we'll have to save that as a sort of like memento to the world too. Maybe we'll do that in the beginning of the next episode, which next episode is going to be huge. That zombie spawner up top, it's time to do something with it. That way we can add in an enchanting table and we can get everything enchanted up, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you've watched this far, you're a real one. Click the like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know your favorite tips and tricks, and I'll see you next time.